Mr. Angood's Travel Notebook. In the summer of 2019, Mr. Angood and 3 teacher friends took 17 students and 1 parent to the Mediterranean. Our flight took us from San Diego to Frankfurt in Germany, and then another flight took us to Milan in Italy. After our drive from Milan to Genoa, Mr. Angood and some students decided to do some exploring in Genoa. Our first dinner in Genoa was pesto, which originated in Genoa. On our first full day, we boarded a train to head to Cinque Terre, or 5 lands along the Mediterranean. During our visit to the 3 of the 5 cities, we explored old buildings, shopped, ate amazing food, and dipped our toes in the Mediterranean. While waiting for the train back, it got pretty loud in the station. From Genoa, we took a bus to head to Monaco. Of course, a few snacks were needed. Monaco is one of the smallest and richest countries in the world. In Monaco, we first took a group shot in front of the cathedral. This is the inside of the cathedral. The cathedral is the final resting place for the monarchy of Monaco. This includes Princess Grace, an American actress that married into the royal family. Mr. Angood raced to go get to the royal palace and took a bunch of pictures of the aquarium, not the palace. Luckily, Mr. Angood did in fact find the palace guarded by a royal guard. Driving out of Monaco, we saw where the race cars parked to start the Monaco Grand Prix. On our way home from Monaco to Nice, we stopped at a perfume factory where Mr. Angood got a present for his mom. Mr. Angood even saw the village that was the inspiration for Walt Disney's Pinocchio. The next day, we had the day to explore Nice. Church bells rang as we got a morning gelato. While trying to get to a park on top of a hill, Mr. Angood walked through the public market. Once at the top of the hill, in the park, Mr. Angood took many pictures of Nice. At the top of the park, there is even a band filming a video and singing a very popular song. Do you know what it is? It's the Beatles' Help. After walking up a long way, Mr. Angood found an elevator to get back down to take his Instagram-worthy photo. Walking along the beach, he found some interesting art. Mr. Angood reconnected with his grown-up friends to explore Nice. Of course, all the students had to take a group shot in front of the I Love Nice sign and a statue of Apollo in Plaza Messina. Our last country to visit was Spain. Our first stop was Barcelona. On the first night, Mr. Angood went to have dinner with another teacher he used to work with and her husband. The next day was a city tour to see the sights of Barcelona. A stop at the marketplace meant one thing: food. The highlight of Barcelona was going to La Sagrada Familia, a church that has been under construction since 1882, and it is still not done. A 3-hour train ride took us to our last city, Madrid. Some highlights from Madrid include seeing the Royal Palace for the King and Queen of Spain, and the Royal Opera House that sits across the street. And of course, plenty of food, this time from the Guinness record-holding earliest restaurant in the world, La Boutine. Our vacation ended as we flew from Madrid to Frankfurt, then back home to San Diego. The end.